Hi everyone, this is Hiba from My Little Journal, and I am back with another My Thankful 30 project. I'm going to be documenting day 9 through 12, and I will start by stamping out the dates. I've shared before that I've been using this stamp set from Carrie Bradford to stamp out the dates and the month and the year, and I just stamp out 4 days at a time. You can definitely stamp out all the dates ahead of time, but I feel like stamping out 4 days at a time as I create is just easier. Once I stamp everything out, I'm going to trim them out and start using them on my spreads. So for day 9, the prompt was your mood of transportation. And this year I get to document buying a new car. I was so excited. It was so hard to find a new car, and I've had the same car for 10 years. So now it is my son's car, my old car, and I get a brand new car. So at this point, I am just adding some washi tape to add some color. My car is blue and beautiful, so I decided to go with some blue washi tape. And then I'm going to start sticking things down. As always, like I've said this before, keeping it cohesive helps everything go by quickly. So once I stick everything down, I want to stamp out my title. But I also want to add a little something to my spread. And I have this stamp set. It's an old stamp set from Studio Calico, and it just has like a blob of words. And it's great to add in the background. So I'm going to use it to add a little something in the corners of my spread. I just felt like I wanted to change it up a little bit. Instead of adding just washi or pattern paper, it would be fun to stamp something like this in the background. Adds a little mixed media to the situation. Now I can go ahead and stamp out my title. I want to stamp new car. So I'm going to start with the alpha stamps from Feed Your Craft. I've been using these alphas throughout my project, but for new, I'm going to go with something smaller. So I grabbed the Apollo mini alphas from Feed Your Craft to stamp new. And that way it kind of changes it up a little bit, and I'm not using the same font. I like to change up my fonts for my titles. I also want to add a little something underneath the photo, and I saw this stamp that said Hello Perfection, so I decided to use it and stamp that underneath my photo as well. Now, if you've been watching my Thankful 30 project, you know I've been using the same ephemera packs and stickers throughout my project, and I'm going to grab that same little baggie with all the ephemera and the die cuts and the stickers, and I'm just creating clusters around my journaling card and my photo. I really like this tag. I'm going to find this beautiful craft tag in the die cuts, and I just really like it. I've done this before on a different spread where I punched a hole and hung the tag off my journaling card. So I thought it would be fun to do that again. It adds some texture, and I'm going to add some twine. So it's going to look really cute and kind of different than what I've been usually doing on these spreads in my project. Once I do that, I believe I grab a die cut flower and add that underneath my photo. I kind of tuck it underneath my photo just to add some more texture and color there, because I did add purple to my journaling card, so I wanted to kind of balance it out a little bit. So I end up trimming that flower, tucking it underneath my photo, and calling day 9 done. So day 10, the prompt was a show you're grateful for. And you guys, I watched Cruel Summer. It was so good. Totally recommend it. And I'm going to document it for day 10. I will grab some of the pattern paper from my paper pad and trim that down a little bit. I love this one with the faces. Just felt it fit really well with the photo and what I'm like journaling about. So I went ahead, trimmed them down, and I'm going to tuck them underneath my photo, above my photo, around my journaling card, just to add some color and texture to my spread. Now, for day 9, when I added the stamping in the corners, I really liked that look, and I knew I wanted to stamp a TV set, but I didn't know how I was going to do it. So I decided to kind of go with the same theme or look that I did for day 9, but with my TV stamp. So I grabbed this old stamp from, I believe, Kelly Purkey or the Paper Person shop, and I'm going to stamp the TV like set multiple times in one spot. And I'm going to add it like basically to the corners, off the edge of my spread. I just felt like it would be fun and different. And I'm not going to end up using a lot of embellishments. Just stamping the TV set in the corners really added dimension. And I'll even grab my Crayola marker to fill it in. I've been asked about the Crayola markers. They are awesome, you guys. They're like, I think the set of 100 is $15. They're perfect to color in little stamped images and illustrations. They're just perfect for that. So I've been using it nonstop. Anyways, I'm going to stamp out TV show. I actually used my Feed Your Craft alphas to stamp out TV. And then show was a stamp from a Paper Person shop. And here's where I grab my Crayola marker and fill out some of the TV sets. And now I can use my stickers and die cuts to create a little cluster around my journaling card. So when I went through my die cuts, I found one that was pretty neat. I think it just matched really well with my spread and my paper. So I wanted to use it, but it was huge. And as you guys know, I have a hard time using large die cuts. So I decided to trim it down and make it work for me, even though it's still pretty big, but not as big as before, honestly. So I just create this little cluster using that die cut and a sticker. And I believe I call day 10 done, and we can move on to day 11. So day 11 was music or a song that you are grateful for. And if you've been around here for a while, you know my love for London Grammar. I love this band. I've been a fan since forever, since the day they started. And I'm so excited that they're popular now and well known because their music should be known, honestly. Anyways, I'm going to be documenting them. I added some washi tape around my photo and around my journaling card. And now I'm using that same stamp set. I believe it's a Kelly Purkey stamp set. But this time around, I'm using the music notes. And I'm going to create the same style clusters, but with the music notes. I just really like that style and I love how it looks. So I went with it. So that same stamp set from Kelly Purkey has the word album. So I'm using that to add as my title. And I'll grab the same alpha stamps from Feed Your Craft to stamp out music. But I want to still add some embellishing. And this time around, I'm going to use my Close to My Heart sticker sheet. Now, this sticker sheet is huge, and the stickers are pretty huge. And again, very intimidating to me. So I'm going to end up trimming down a lot of these stickers. I actually add some of those leaves next to my title, which I will end up changing. And you're going to see me trim down some stickers here. I start with this one. It just said special and it's in blue and it matched really well with my photo. So I'm going for it. And I also found a blue circle, which I really wanted to use to bring in some more blue to my spread. So I'm going to trim it in half. I'm going to add 1/2 to my photo, and the other half I'm going to tuck it behind my journaling card. I will grab those leaves and add them to the half circle. I like them in that spot more just because it mutes down that blue a little bit. And I'm going to finish up my spread by adding some word stickers, and then we can move on to day 12. Let's let's move on to day 12, which was to document a hobby or sport you are grateful for. So, obviously, I am documenting my love for crafting and how much I'm grateful for it. I created a collage this time around, and I just documented certain layouts that I've created throughout the year. And I'm actually going to be using a paper person shop kit here because this kit was all about crafting and journaling and things. So I thought it was perfect for documenting this day. I love the die cuts in that kit and I'm trying to make them work. Again, big die cuts. I'm trimming it down to make it work. I'll even trim this one in half and add one half to the top and one half to the bottom of my photo. I also added some washi tape and I thought I was going to use those tags to kind of create that little look of the tags hanging off my journaling card, but I do change my mind in a bit and move those around and use something else. But once I stick everything down, I am going to grab some of the stamp sets from that release from the Paper Person shop to add a little something here and there. I'll also stamp hobby using Feed Your Crafts alpha stick stamps, and I will grab my stash of stickers and die cuts to add clusters around my journaling card and around my photo. And then I call my spread done. I did want to mention that I went back to my splatter stamp. I believe that one is from Future Craft. And I wanted to do some splatter around my spread just because it made sense. I'm documenting crafting and we always have ink on our fingers and all over the place. So I thought I would do some splatter. And you're going to see here, once I stamp it, my stamp block falls out of my hand and hits the page. And it actually looked pretty good. It was a total accident, but I really like how that turned out. I actually did add splatter to my spread. But anyways, you guys, that is about it. I'm going to finish up by adding my title, and I am done with day 12, and hopefully I can share more in my Thankful 30 spreads very soon, so keep an eye out for that. Don't forget, I will be adding all the links for everything I used down in the description box for you. I hope you enjoyed watching this video, and if you did, please give me a thumbs up, and if you are new to my channel, please consider subscribing, and I hope to see you guys very soon. Bye!